Hi, Alice here. What's a top pollinator plant that's blooming all over the place in the fall? Goldenrod, also known as Solidago. This hardy perennial native plant, there are over 100 species of this plant in North America. So whether you're in zone 2 or zone 10, there's a Solidago plant that is thriving in your environment. Tough plant grows in a variety of conditions, from flooding by tidal areas, marshy areas, to dry areas. It's found in perennial borders and native plant gardens, on slopes for erosion control, and in meadows. And in my area, just driving around, I see it in ditches, in fields, and vacant lots, and a few people have it in their garden. Gardening tip: goldenrod does not cause allergies. For years, people have accused goldenrod of being the source of all their allergy symptoms in the late summer and fall. The culprit for triggering allergies is ragweed. Ragweed blooms about the same time as goldenrod does, but ragweed pollen is profuse and it's windborne, so it blows through the air. That's the source of the irritant that causes the symptom for allergy sufferers. Goldenrod, on the other hand, its pollen is heavy and sticky, and insects come and then it sticks to them, and that's how they pollinate, through the insects going from flower to flower to flower, carrying the sticky pollen on their body. So feel free to plant goldenrod in your pollinator garden or your wildflower bed or special place in your garden. I'd wanted to capture the beauty of the goldenrod. Here is a field of goldenrod just naturally growing in a vacant lot. This hardy native plant can grow in sand, it can grow in clay, it can grow in poor soil, and it tolerates a range of pH. So if you've had a soil test, from 5, which is acidic, to 7, which is neutral. That's its preferred pH range. In Florida, we're a long peninsula and just wide at the very top, but mostly narrow with coastline. We have 5 native species of goldenrod. 3 of those species tolerate salt spray and also periods of flooding. 2 of those 3 can tolerate some saltwater flooding or marshy tidal area, and 1 of them can handle salt spray, but not the salt water. One of the 5 species likes it dry. It tolerates no salt spray, no salt water. Another of the 5 species has a fragrance, and it smells like anise. So there are a variety of goldenrods or solidagos in your environment, and make sure that you're matching your soil and your sun and your water to the requirements of the plant in your area. Gardening tip: know the species that are specific and native for your USDA Hardiness Zone. Rather than buying at random off of the internet, check with your local extension office and also do some research with the wildflower foundations and the native plant societies in your area before you purchase either seed or plant. Most of these 100 species grow between 3 to 5 feet tall and from 1 to 3 feet wide. They grow up and some flop over. Some of them have flowers on the top of stalks, and others have single flowers along the stalks. The flowers are tiny. Pollinators love them. Bees, especially native bees, come to these pollinator plants. They're a rich source of nectar and pollen. The plants spread or are propagated mostly by seed and some by division. Gardening tip: the best source of seeds for native plants in Florida is the Florida Wildflower Growers Cooperative. There's a resource link to them below. Other useful resources are the Florida Native Plant Society and the Florida Wildflower Foundation. Resources are below. Check in your state. Start with your Cooperative Extension and also any native plant societies to make sure that you get native plants that are appropriate for your area. While they're called deer resistant, deer rarely eat these plants. They have very few disease or pest problems. Mostly the problem is powdery mildew if they're in a shady, damp area. They're drought tolerant once established, although some of them prefer to be in marshy areas. It just depends on the species and the type of environment that you have where you plant them. Additional benefit is that after the flowers have bloomed and they go to seed, birds will eat the seed. They're a source for food for migratory birds, especially the little bird. I couldn't resist pulling over and taking a quick picture of this beautiful patch of Solidago. Gorgeous clump of goldenrod on the side of the road in full bloom, mixed in with some other native plants that are blooming at the same time. Goldenrod blooming among the Bidens, pollinator delight. People occasionally ask me about the medicinal use of native plants, and that's not an area of expertise for me. I refer you to the Cooperative Extension or the university-based horticulture or agriculture resource in your area for information as the starting point. Some plants are poisonous, some plants are edible. It's important that you do research and that you thoroughly investigate any information before you proceed in this area. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you enjoyed driving in your community and seeing the Solidago or golden in full bloom at this time of year. Comment with your experience with goldenrod. If you'd like further videos and information, check these out. Don't forget to subscribe. Garden Yearly. See you in the next video.